Hey everyone, we're back here with another Monopoly Go video. This time we are going to use up our Peggy coins. It's been a while since I've done a Peggy video. It seems that this time around the Peggy tokens have been very hard to come by. I only have 219 and I've spent maybe 5 or 6,000 dice. But the cool thing is it looks like it's kind of gone back to the old school style that I've made videos on before. Today's goal is to drop all the Peggy tokens down the dead center so that you can see what would happen if that's what you did for yours as well. So let's get in there and take a look and see what's going on. Like I said, normally I'm used to having like a ton of Peggy coins, but it seemed like this time around it wasn't built that way. So what we'll do is, in previous videos, we've always jumped it up to like 30 multiplier, but I don't have enough tokens to do that, so I'm just gonna go straight up 5. Again, it looks like it is kind of back to the old way, but not so much. The bumpers are directly in line instead of side by side, but whatever. Let's just see. I'm going to commit to going down the center the entire time, and we'll see what happens. All right, let's go. Oh wow! All right, cool. That's a win-win so far. Let's keep going. As always, if you guys have any suggestions, what works for you, things that you like doing, put it in the comments. Let us know. Like I said, I just came up with this idea of trying to go down the middle of the whole time and to see what would happen. I'm not sure if it's a good strategy, a bad strategy, whatever. But hey, at least you can see my my goodness or my faults. I mean, that's what it's all about, sharing information and working together. So let's see what happens. I mean, not too bad so far. We're moving along the track at the bottom there, which is nice. Trying to stay away from those 5 energies on the left and right, because I mean, obviously that wouldn't be good for anybody. Let's try and keep it in the middle as much as possible. And as I say that, I just screwed that up and went down the far left. Trying to stay away from that. All right, so now it's rotated to a dice situation, which is great. I mean, if we had more Peggy coins, we could have tried the 30 method as well. But I've been told from others that they don't like that. They just said, have some more fun with it. Just drop as many as you can down the middle. Or not down the middle, but drop as many Peggy coins as you can and everything will work out. But yeah. So far so good. We've gotten ourselves a emoji and another horrible 5 here. So, and we got 1.1 billion, 25 dice. I really wish we could manipulate the way the Peggy token drops by leaning and tilting your phone or device, but I mean, they haven't incorporated that yet. That would be super cool if they would. And then you can kind of feel like you have some form of control over exactly what's happening in the game. I've said this a million times in my other videos. Obviously, Scopely doesn't know I exist or doesn't like my feedback. Alright, we just got some extra Peggy coins. So that's interesting. We got 2 bumpers with money associated. Now that wasn't possible in the old days. I don't know how long you've been playing I don't know how long you've been playing Monopoly Go and the Peggy, but back in the day you couldn't have 2 bumpers that were the same resource, in this case money. It was we would cycle through one side. We'd try and keep dice on one side, and we'd try and keep the Peggy coins on the other side so that we could maximize our dice if we were using a 30 multiplier. But that is not the way it works anymore. But either way, I hope you're enjoying this. This is kind of neat. Not really moving too fast through the stages here, but we are getting some resources. Alright, so we got a 50 dice bumper. That's cool. We could use that. I'm all out of dice, by the way. I don't know if you saw that at the beginning of of the video. But yeah, I'm completely out of dice. I've maxed out. I've been trying to do things to help teams in the team event that we just had, the race event, which I won and was able to get a wild card with my team, which was kind of cool. The other thing that that I've come to conclusion is that I don't think I've finished a sticker album in the last 4 or 5, which is kind of strange because, well, it's not really strange. I haven't been playing it as much as I used to, but I was on a streak. I think I had 3 or 4 different seasons where I was able to complete the entire album, but that has not happened the last 4 or 5 for all kinds of different reasons, like work getting in the way, being busy, not having my team that we relied on so heavily. That team is kind of dissipated now. I think people have lost interest in the game and have disappeared, which is fine, right? Everybody has a life. People got things to do. I mean, this is a fun game and all, but I mean, it can become repetitive to a point where you're just doing the same thing over and over again. By definition, that is considered insanity, right? But I mean, the reality is, I mean, the game is what it is. It's fun to a point. You know, it is. Take it at face value. Don't spend too much money on it. If you have spent money, try not to spend too much money on it, because you'll go broke and you'll be frustrated. I know they've been trying to add elements to the game to kind of keep its appeal and keep people hooked. Some people are saying it's just not enough. They need to change it up and make it a little bit more exciting to keep people and retain people. That's a matter of opinion. I don't know. It is what it is. Like I said, I've been so busy with work and everything else that I haven't been able to keep up with, you know, making videos and showing off the different modes and games that they've developed for us. But either way, I took a huge break. I've come back. I am playing it casually again, and going from there. But yeah, partner events are fun. The races are fun. This whole Star Wars theme is interesting. I'll be honest. It seems that there's been like the Star Wars creep, I call it. It's creeping into everything. Like, I've noticed it in other games that I play, like for example, Fortnite. Fortnite's been doing a lot of collabs with Star Wars, and I mean, the first time it was cool, the second time it was like alright, but like, I think it's been 4 or 5 collaborations in the last couple years with Star Wars, and I think it's just a little bit too much. I mean, there's so many cool collabs that can be done, and yet, you know, a lot of these gaming studios, they just want to do it with Star Wars. I don't know. It's it'd be neat if they would maybe do like a retro theme or something, like maybe you know, the 80s, make it 80s a vibe or whatever. That would be pretty neat, because everybody loves the 80s. It was a great time. Some of you might not have been born or even alive, whatever. That's cool. But growing up in the 80s was, you know, a very interesting period. 90s were pretty good too. After that, everything just kind of went up creek, as we call it. But yeah. All right, we're almost done here. Got 45 more Peggy tokens. That's always lovely. That's why I love those bumpers with the Peggy tokens. It's also interesting that it's changing values. Like, the bumpers are not just like consistent. Oh, if you hit Peggy tokens, it's a certain amount of tokens. No, it's changing values, which is weird. I haven't seen that before, and again, I haven't done Peggy in a while, so maybe that's just something that's been there that I haven't seen. But to me, this is strange. Yeah. So we got dice and Peggies. Let's see what happens here. It really changes the whole vibe of Peggy. It's hard to come up with a strategy if you're not quite sure what the bumpers are going to turn to. Back in the days, the original Peggies, you knew. Like if you were dropping 30 multipliers and you were hitting bumpers, you were getting, 5 tokens, and so on. But with this randomness, it actually does change the vibe a bit. And the whole energy concept is kind of neat. There's still about an hour to go in the actual Peggy tournament. I decided to do it because I was out of dice. I wasn't going to get any more tokens, so said, hey, you know what, let's make a video, give people the opportunity to kind of watch it before they have to do their Peggy drops, to see if, if they're happy with my results or they would do something different. And again, like I always say, your feedback is so important. I appreciate it. If you do get a chance and you're able to comment on the video, I would truly appreciate it, because without your feedback and you guys being a part of this, then there would be no point in doing it at all. So thank you for taking the time to watch. I just missed that reward, which is a shame because that would have been great. But yeah, thank you for being a part of the channel. And if you have any ideas for any other videos that you'd like me to do, let me know and I'll do my best to accommodate. All right, you guys have a great day. If you're in North America, enjoy the weather. It's getting better every day. All right, you take care. Cheers.